What's up, everyone? Today's being a Monday manga review. Here to do a Volume 4 spoiler review of Chainsaw Man by Tasuki Fujimoto. So here we go. So this is Aki story pretty much, or Makima as well. Makima is also in this majority right here. So basically, there's a battle between Denji and the Katana Devil. They both fight, and now majority of the characters are dead in this. Actually, yeah, Himino, she's gone. She's gone. She never comes back. She is dead. But she does pop in on Aki's backstory and also Aki's memories, pretty much, or flash or memories of her, pretty much. So yeah, she does pop in, but she is dead. She's gone. She's gone. So yeah, no Himino in this at all. The dilemma is basically his dilemma really is to kill devils, because the backstory here is Aki was one of the kids whose family got destroyed by the gun devil. It was a child where, if you remember in volume one, volume two, where Makima was talking to Denji about the gun devil, and we saw these two kids, a girl and a boy, and Aki was the boy, and sadly his parents, his family, his friend died from the gun devil. And now he wants to basically go to Division 4. He does go to Division 4, Special Division. Makima does recruit him, and Makima uses him as like one of the exterminators for the devil hunters in their division. And Aki does not like Denji at all. Doesn't like Denji, doesn't like power, because he was fine being alone. And now I'm being invaded by these two characters, or two monsters, he calls them monsters he calls them in the manga, getting invaded by it. He just feels like he's been intruded by it, and now he has to get used to these two characters, pretty much. Well, guess what? The two characters are fight for their lives. Aki has to do something about it. Majority of characters are dead in this. They do survive because Makima is not dead somehow. Somehow Makima survived in the airplane heist. She takes out all the criminals in the airplane heist brutally. Very gruesome, shows some of her power. We know what her power really is. All we know her power is she can bend bodies. She can bend your body, contort your body, and then basically wipe you out like the face of the earth, pretty much. Like a blood splat on the wall, pretty much. Like your blood splat on the wall. That's basically who she is. Very cool power, but man, scary, dangerous. So we get to the point where she is alive, the crew is alive, Katana Devil finally makes remorse. By the way, a great fight between Denji and the Katana Devil. They both make remorse. They both make remorse. Now they realize they're not the same enemy. They're not enemies. They're actually all our friends. They were sent by Division 4, but they didn't know that Denji was the Chainsaw Devil. So they did not know that at all. They thought Chainsaw Devil was the evil. They thought he was evil. They have a fight with him. So yeah, and Denji wants to learn about the Katana Devil's secret power, pretty much, and many others as well. Well, while this is going on, power is being threatened by if I can remember the name on the top of my head, the Hood Devil, or yeah, the Hoodie Girl they call her, the Hoodie Girl, who is basically with the Katana Devil, pretty much, and she's about to kill Power. Aki stands in and tries to defend Power as best he can. He does. Kobani, the one who tries to kill Denji earlier. One of the members tried to kill Denji earlier because she has a feast for food. She can eat devils, pretty much. She can eat devils. She wanted to eat Denji, but now she's helping Denji while the Katana Devil is before their remorse is happening, whatever. So they both come together. They realize who they are. They realize what's going on. They realize, okay, you're the good guys, great, but now we have a bigger threat coming up. We know when it's coming up, and they don't know the threat is Makima, because the plane heist happened, and they heard a plane heist was happening, and Makima was in. They thought Makima was being endangered. And that's where they thought the Chainsaw Devil was in their area. Well, Makima takes care of convicts. She takes care of all the convicts. She goes back. She takes care of all the heist members who are convicts, and basically executes them horribly. She blindfolds them, ties basically like an executioner. She basically did her hand like this, and then all their heads just completely, explode, and blood's on her face, and there's no remark on her, period. And that's where we find out about Makima. Is Makima good or bad? We don't know. We don't know who Makima really is. We know that Makima has powers. We know that Makima can control power. She can sniff scents from devils. She has that powerful scent. We don't know what her true power is. All we know really is that she can bend, and basically contort anybody really. Humans, devils, whoever they are. So it does give you a big threat. Like, she might be the biggest threat. Besides the gun devil, besides other devils, she might be the only threat that might be in there. So yeah. There's other characters that pop in as well. Shark Fiend pops up as well. He just pops up as well, and he's a fun little character to have. But he's like barely in it, but in the next volume he'll be in it. Majority of it. But Denji learns his new powers, pretty much learns how to become better. He does, and we'll get to that a little bit with the review. And overall, the story combines really with Aki. Aki, the biggest one I love about Aki here is this. Fujimoto knows how to hook an audience with his panel. His panel art with basically, if you remember earlier, last volume, where Himino, before she dies, she gives, Aki forgets, he loses a cigarette, doesn't have a cigarette. And Himino says, here's mine, you can have it. And don't use it, use it when you need it. And the scene where he's by himself, at his home, in his apartment, and he's about to smoke a cigarette, he drops it. And when he drops it, he picks it up, tears in his eyes, because that's his memory of Himino. And it brings back why he hates Denji, why he hates power. But now we realize Himino tells him, says, hey, they're the only family you have, really. You have no family, you have no one else. He's the only family you really have, or whatever. And the tragic backstory of him being part of a gun devil, and now he has to be working with the devils himself, with these weird, crazy characters that are just both immature, both not human. Haki's the only one that's really human. Does a really good job of doing it. So yeah. So I'm going to show you guys the panels of this. So here we go. I'll show you chapter 1, I'll show you chapter 2, and for out. So here we go. All I gotta say here is the art in here, it's violent. So if you're into over-the-top violence or supernatural violence, it's my proof with you. Here we go. So yeah, this is basically where carnage happens between the devils, pretty much, and the Catan devil, the Hood devil, or whatever. And they don't know who it is. They don't know who it is, figure someone else. And we find out it's Makima. Makima is doing all this. She's doing all this. She's killing those people are killing. There's her execution scene where she's having all the heist members, the plane heist, and basically going to execute them off. And it's pretty gruesome. Very well done. Pretty terrifying. Think about it, how powerful Makima really is. And she is doing this, and she really has no remark. She does smirk, she does smile a little bit, like how dangerous she really is. The hoodie girl and the katana devil do see what's going on, do see what's happening, and it's pretty terrifying. And they don't know what to do. They're just standing there watching Makima just doing all this. And it's very, very well done. Very, very well done in what they do overall. So yeah, and I'll say this for that. They take all the heist members away. All the heist members are gone, pretty much, and they're about to fight the chainsaw Denji and all the rest of them, and learning his new way and all that. Does a really good job of doing it, and it just goes on and on. They're on a mission now to find the gun devil, where they can't find. Here's my favorite scene of the panel, and this is this drop cigarette scene where Himino gave him the cigarette as a remembrance, and then he just drops it. He just has his hand, and he drops it. And the next panel, he's in tears. And why is he in tears? He lost his girl. Girl's gone forever, and that's the only thing he remembered for is that last cigarette that she has to give to him. So yeah, does a great job of doing it. And then we get to the point where we see the crosses, and we see this guy. We know who this guy really is. He's one of the members. He's one of the division members of Division 4, and a close friend to Mino and Aki. And now they are going to have to work with him, and it's very well done. I love how they do it. By the way, this character reminds me a lot of, and does, I'm sorry, it really does. He reminds me a lot of John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. He really does. He has like a very Pulp Fiction look to him. Trench coat. But man, he is very strong. He's very strong, very tough, and he does not like Denji or Poplar at all. He wants them dead, pretty much, but he has to work with them. He has to be diligently and work with them because Hamino, Aki, and Makima told him about it. And he doesn't worry about Makima. He doesn't worry about Makima. Makima is dangerous. There's something weird about her, but we have to. But she's our boss. We have to work with her and all that. Does a very good job of doing it. There's some scenes, basically, there's one scene where we find out that these devils were mortal. Denji gets pretty much killed, and so does Power by this guy. And you find out this guy is very powerful, very powerful, very tough, and they are alive. They regenerate. They are alive, but man, they don't know what to do. And now we gotta be trained by this guy. This guy is the one training them now, and he has to do it. They have to do it, and they're basically fighting. They're basically like doing like what martial arts do, like a martial arts tournament does, like a martial arts movie. They're basically fighting, and they're figuring out what's their strength, what's their weakness, what's his strength, what's their weakness. Does a very good job. Sticks a knife in his head. He is brutal, and he does not care. He said, "This is how you're going to do it." And then we meet up with this, and then the crew, Aki and the rest of them, meet up with this guy. Have a contract with this guy, or this fiend. And yeah. We don't know who he is. We don't know what he is. All we know is he's the future. The future, the rules, the future. That's all we really know. He says it over and over and over and over and over. So therefore, Aki has to basically have a contract with them. Tell them what's going on, what's happening, and whatever's going on, whatever. And we know what's going on. And all we know really is that there's a threat coming up. We know what threat's coming up. And we find out, it's just, very, very well done. Makima begin just like what we always thought, just brutal. Showing these are former members who left and are about to be executed by her. He's one of them. We find out that actually he is a part of one of the devils, and then they're basically trying to figure out what's going on. The Khan devil, Hoodie Girl are trying to help out the crew, and Khan, that's his name by the way. The guy's name's Khan, by the way. The guy with the trench coat. I call him trench coat guy. And we meet up with this dude who comes out of the zombie devil, and it is Shark Fiend. There he is. Just has a shark of a head, pretty much. So yeah, he is very fun, very silly, very well done, and yeah. And then we meet up with this devil, Spider Girl. If you're not into spiders, beware. There is a spider-like character in here, Spider Girl or Spider Devil, excuse me, and she is pretty gruesome. She's pretty gruesome. I'll say that. She's pretty gruesome. She uses her legs as like swords, like pretty much like pegs, like stakes, whatever. And we meet up with Angel Devil, another devil that pops in out of nowhere and saves Aki from getting killed. From being killed by this guy, by this accused member. And that's how it ends. And then we get into the Ghost Devil, which is where the Ghost Devil left Himino, and now it wants to talk. But now first Aki wants to kill it because it took away Himeno. And he believes that Himeno is the only chance Himeno will get close to Himeno, but that's how it ends. So we're going to have a contract with her as well. So that is volume 4 of Chainsaw Man. Very good volume, very well done, a lot of stuff happening, a lot of great panels, a lot of great art, great character, more wacky characters. It goes completely insane. A totally different genre, any kind of genre you talk about, it's in here. So yeah, very well done. I really enjoyed it. Can't wait to get into volume 5. I'm gonna take a break on volume 4 because volume 5 is heavy. It's heavy, it's fun but heavy. So we'll get into volume 5 later on. But I'm gonna take a break on after volume 4 and try something, a new series we're gonna do next Monday. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this review, y'all. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe my channel. I'll see you next time. Have a great day and goodbye.